Greetings folks and welcome to another 8/16/32-bit. I'm your host Rob, and today we're taking a look at some games for a system which has, shall we say, a bad reputation for its games. I'm of course talking about the Commodore 16. Now, those of you who've been following this channel for a while may have already seen the video I did about Commodore's 16K mid-80s piece of hardware and how it was a failure in the market. Now, as with any computer or console, it was ultimately the games or lack thereof that killed its market share. Now, with the Commodore 16, you were operating with a very, very limited piece of hardware, which isn't to say it couldn't produce some good games. There were some really good games, such as the Galaxians clone that I played and a few others. But the Commodore 16's reputation rests on the fact that a lot of the games that were made for it were absolutely terrible. And yes, quite a few of them were. Now, this comes realistically down to the fact that it was an incredibly limited machine. The system shipped with 16K, that's 16 kilobytes of RAM, and realistically, when you were coding a game for it, you only really had access to about 12K of that RAM. So everything had to be really condensed down, which resulted in some games being, shall we say, less than optimal. But anyway, let's take a look at a few of these really bad games that the Commodore 16's reputation is built upon, and let's see if they really are as bad as people make out. So first up we have Street Olympics, which is an incredibly basic, and I do mean basic, Daley Thompson's Decathlon Hyper Sports clone. Now, it doesn't look too bad. I know it's taking advantage of the C16's quite nice palette there, but in terms of actual gameplay, dear lord, is it terrible. It's literally just a joystick waggle. You sprint, you jog, you jump, you throw, and it's just, yeah, the biggest crime that this game commits, being rated as one of the worst games on the system, is it's just boring. Deathly dull. It's, yeah, you will find yourself bored to tears playing this game. There's not a lot goes on. You waggle the joystick, and then when you have to jump, you press a button as well. Yeah. Welcome to boredom, basically. It's just boring. Now, next up we have BMX Racers, or BMX Racer as the game calls itself. Now, this was actually the first video game I ever bought, because I had a C16 when I was a child, and frankly, it's a terrible game. It's the concept is there. You're racing around a course, you're trying to get to the end fast by collecting the flags and reaching the end and collecting some energy, but it's just unnecessarily difficult. It really is absolutely unnecessarily difficult. It looks reasonable for a top-down scrolling racing game, but again, it's just another game that's boring, and it's really difficult to control. You tap the controls to move, and if you're not careful, you'll fly across the screen, and it's just, this wasn't obviously a low effort game. The effort had been put in here by the coders to try and do something interesting, but it's just not a good game to play. The controls are terrible. It's just far too finicky and complex. But it looks reasonable given that this whole game was squeezed into 16K, well 12K of memory. It's pretty damn good looking for what it is, but yeah, it's a terrible game. It's boring, it's finicky, as I said, it's difficult to play, it's just not enjoyable. Now, I know some Commodore 16 fans absolutely adore this game and think it's one of the better ones on the system. I'm not one of them. If you are, Comment down below and let me know why you think it's one of the best games on the system. Me, I'm not convinced. And here we have Jailbreak. Now, this is a very basic, and when I say basic, I literally mean, as far as I'm aware, at least some of this game was coded in BASIC, clone of Breakout, which you will think, you know, it's a really simple game. There are plenty of computers out there that have really simplistic, basic versions of Breakout that play perfectly well. This one, nah, it's terrible. It looks about as, well, basic as humanly possible, and frankly, it plays terribly, awfully. The controls are hideous. The bat is almost always too slow, and you have to try and use the turbo button to boost your bat to get in place. And yeah, as you can see, it looks just dull, and it plays badly, which is sad because this is the kind of game that the C16 should excel at with its limited capabilities. A single screen arcade action game. It should be right in the C16's wheelhouse, and it just isn't. It's bad. Really, really bad. Don't play it. But unfortunately, I have one more game to show after this, and it is truly diabolical. And here we are, folks, the pièce de résistance of terrible C16 games, Ghosts and Goblins. Dear God, this game is bad. Just look at it. As I said, I know it's only operating in 12K of RAM, but dear sweet Lord, this game is terrible. It looks awful, it sounds awful, it plays awfully. It's just bad. And why the hell Elite Systems insisted on actually bothering to release this is beyond me. It really is that poor. It's just shockingly bad. When people talk about bad 1980s 8-bit home computer software, this is the kind of thing that they mean. It was way too ambitious for the system, and it just, yeah, I mean, come on people, look at it, it's awful. And yeah, it could have been done better. There is a remake project ongoing on this, but I do believe it requires you to use the +4 variant with the 64K of RAM, but it looks a lot better on that. But this is just, oh man, oh, it's so bad. It hurts to play this. It's just, no, just don't. Do not ever subject yourself to this. I did it for you, and yeah, it's terrible. It's horrendous. But I mean, you know, credit to the team that tried to do this. They obviously did the best they could with the resources they had, but it's just a bad game. Bad, 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 bad. Bad. And there we have it. The worst that the C16 can offer, in my opinion. Now, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me, feel free to drop something down in the comments below to let me know. You know, do you have fond memories of maybe playing one of these games? You may do. Again, you know, let me know down below. If you have enjoyed this video, please do remember you can like and subscribe. All helps the channel. You can hit that hype button if you've got access to this on mobile. And, you know, don't forget also ring the bell to be notified when I upload a new video. If you want to support the channel even more, you'll find links in the description below to my Ko-fi page, to my Patreon page, and to my YouTube memberships. Big shout out to my current members. You'll see their names on screen now. Much love to you guys. Couldn't do this without you. And yeah, that was the worst of the C16. I've been Rob. This has been 81632-bit, and I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.